There is a cost to every action you take, and one of the most expensive things you can spend is your energy. Your energy is your life force, your power, your drive, your ability to move forward and accomplish your purpose. But here's the thing, not every situation is worthy of that precious energy. Every time you react impulsively, especially to negativity, criticism, or provocation, you risk wasting the very fuel you need to succeed. Reaction is the quickest way to drain yourself. It often happens in moments when emotions run high, when someone says something offensive, when you feel attacked, or when circumstances don't go your way. Your instinct might scream, "Respond now, defend yourself, prove them wrong." But reacting in those moments isn't about resolution, it's about survival. It's impulsive, often unproductive, and leaves you depleted rather than empowered. Ask yourself this: is the situation truly worth the energy it will cost me? Because energy is finite. You only have so much to give each day, and the more you pour into unproductive reactions, the less you have for the things that matter: your growth, your dreams, your relationships, and your peace. Every reaction to negativity pulls you away from your focus, your clarity, and your higher self. Choosing not to react doesn't mean you're ignoring the situation or allowing others to walk over you. It means you're valuing your energy enough to respond intentionally, if at all. A response is different from a reaction. Reactions are impulsive and emotional. Responses are thoughtful and purposeful. When you step back, pause, and choose how to handle a situation, you conserve your energy and direct it where it can be most impactful. Think about the energy you've wasted in the past on arguments that went nowhere, on proving points to people who were never willing to listen, or on trying to control situations that were out of your hands. What if you had saved that energy and used it to build something meaningful, to grow, or to rest? The truth is, when you stop reacting to every little thing, you regain control over your energy and your life. This isn't just about protecting yourself from negativity. It's about understanding that your energy is a resource meant to move you closer to your purpose. When you spend it wisely, you can create, build, and thrive. But when you waste it on things that don't serve you, you're left with nothing to give to the areas of your life that truly matter. So the next time you're faced with a situation that tempts you to react, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? More often than not, the answer will be no. Walk away if you need to. Redirect your energy towards something that uplifts, inspires, or progresses you. Because wasted energy is wasted opportunity, and you were made for so much more. Protect your energy fiercely. Use it intentionally. Spend it only on what truly matters. In a world full of opinions, criticisms, and endless chatter, it's easy to feel pulled in every direction. Everyone has something to say, whether it's about your choices, your growth, or even your setbacks. But here's the truth: not all noise deserves your attention. Some of it is meant to distract, some to discourage, and some to derail you. That's why your greatest response isn't louder words or bigger actions. It's unshakable peace. Peace is not the absence of conflict or challenges. It's the presence of inner calm in the midst of chaos. When you cultivate peace within yourself, it becomes your anchor. It keeps you steady when others try to push you off balance. It silences doubt when the world is screaming for you to prove yourself. Peace says, I know who I am, and I don't need to respond to every voice around me. You see, noise is a tool of distraction. It thrives on attention and reaction. When you engage with it, whether by explaining, defending, or retaliating, you feed it. But when you let your peace speak for you, the noise loses its power. It becomes just that, background noise, insignificant and irrelevant. Letting your peace be louder doesn't mean ignoring every challenge or avoiding necessary conversations. It means choosing to respond from a place of calm and strength, not fear or frustration. It's about protecting your energy and focusing on what truly matters. Every time you prioritize peace, you remind yourself and the world that your purpose is bigger than any distraction. Think of peace as your most valuable currency. It's not something you should spend lightly. Every argument, every petty conflict, every unnecessary debate is a potential thief of your peace. And here's the thing. When you lose your peace, you lose your power. You give away the control you have over your emotions, your actions, and your destiny. Instead, let your peace do the talking. When others are loud with criticism, remain steady in your purpose. When they stir drama, choose grace. When they doubt you, let your confidence speak louder than your need to convince them. This isn't about pretending challenges don't exist. It's about deciding they don't get to define you. The beauty of peace is that it draws others in. It's magnetic. People will wonder how you remain calm in the storm, how you keep walking forward when distractions surround you. And in that curiosity, they'll find their answer. Your peace isn't just an emotion, it's a choice. It's the result of knowing your value, your worth, and your purpose. So let their noise fade into the background. Protect your peace like the treasure it is. Walk with quiet confidence, knowing that your peace speaks volumes about who you are and where you're headed. In a noisy world, let your calm be the loudest thing they hear. In the end, protecting your energy is not just about avoiding unnecessary reactions. It's about honoring yourself and your purpose. Every moment you choose not to react impulsively, you reclaim your power and redirect it towards something meaningful. You were not created to be tossed around by every wave of negativity or provocation. You were created to rise above, to focus on what truly matters, and to invest your energy into things that align with your growth, peace, and vision. Remember, not every situation or person is worthy of your attention. By conserving your energy and responding with intention, you create space for clarity, strength, and progress. So guard your energy as the precious resource it is. Choose your battles wisely, silence the distractions, and move forward with purpose. Your energy is too valuable to waste. Spend it on building the life you deserve. So God's called you to be mighty, and so tribune takes shape by gathering your strength and battle. So God called you to be mighty. There's a sacred strength in your silence, a power that speaks louder than any reaction you could muster. I know it's tempting to respond, to defend, to prove that you're unbothered, but sometimes the greatest defense is no reaction at all. Don't let someone else's chaos pull you into their storm when you were designed to walk in peace. Silence is one of the most misunderstood and underestimated tools of strength. Society often equates silence with weakness, submission, or even indifference. But in truth, silence is a form of power so profound that it can shift the dynamics of any situation. It's not about retreating or avoiding confrontation. It's about choosing your battles, conserving your energy, and allowing your actions and character to speak louder than your words ever could. Think about the moments when you felt provoked, when someone's words or actions tempted you to react out of anger, frustration, or hurt. It's human to want to defend yourself or set the record straight. But silence in those moments says, I don't owe you access to my emotions. It communicates that your peace is non-negotiable and that you are the master of your own narrative. When you choose silence, you take control. You create space for reflection, clarity and intentionality. Instead of being swept up in the whirlwind of reaction, you ground yourself, deciding how and when to respond or if a response is even necessary. This isn't a passive choice. It's an act of courage and wisdom. It's saying, I won't let your chaos become my storm. Silence isn't about suppressing your voice or letting wrongs go unnoticed. It's about understanding that not every moment requires a verbal response. Sometimes your silence does more work than your words ever could. It can disarm aggression, shift the energy of a conversation, and leave room for others to reflect on their actions. But the true power of silence lies not just in how it impacts others, but in what it does for you. It allows you to protect your peace, preserve your energy, and stay aligned with your purpose. Silence gives you the opportunity to listen to yourself, to your instincts, and to the still, small voice that guides you. When the world is loud and demanding, silence is where you regain your strength. Using silence wisely doesn't mean staying quiet in moments where your voice is needed. It means knowing the difference between reaction and response. Reaction is impulsive and fueled by emotion. Response is intentional and fueled by wisdom. Silence creates the space for a response that is measured, thoughtful, and purposeful. Remember, not every situation deserves your energy. Not every person deserves your explanation, and not every word spoken against you deserves a rebuttal. Your silence is a declaration that you are in control. Not them, not the situation, not your emotions. So use silence as a tool, a shield, and a strategy. Let it protect your peace and amplify your power. The next time you feel the urge to react, pause, breathe. Let the silence speak for you, because in that quiet moment, you're saying everything you need to, that you are unshaken, undeterred, and unstoppable. Silence isn't the absence of strength, it's the proof of it. Use it wisely. Growth is often portrayed as a grand, transformative moment, a sudden breakthrough, a loud declaration, or an immediate change. But true, lasting growth rarely looks like that. It's not flashy or dramatic. Instead, it happens in the quiet, unglamorous moments of daily life. Growth is a journey of small, intentional steps that build over time, each one preparing you for the next stage of your evolution. In a world that celebrates quick wins and overnight success, it's easy to overlook the beauty and significance of slow progress. But the truth is, real growth is a process, not an event. It's the commitment to keep showing up even when no one is watching, and the determination to keep moving forward, even when the progress feels. Consider a tree growing in a forest. From the surface, it might look like nothing is happening, but beneath the soil, its roots are spreading wide and deep, securing its foundation and drawing